Hi, Joe, Willie Cottage. I'm doing blending today. I've not done blending for a little while. It's my blending day today. I posted up on my website yesterday the resant fleeces from the breed producer to crafting videos that I did last week and the week before. So they're up on the website now if you want to go take a look. 100 grams. There's limited stock, so there's not many available, and if you want any dyed in a colourway that you prefer, I just realised I've just got fluff on my dress, that I've not already got listed on the website, just give me a shout and I can sort that out and do it with purples, fluorescent pinks, whatever colours you want. I can get that sorted out. I've actually got some drying now fleece wise, so I've just washed it all up now. It just needs carding, dyeing or blending, so yeah, that's fine. So yeah, today I am blending some one-off bats. I've already done one, but I'm just doing two now. Now I was sat here thinking, sometimes when I'm blending colours up, people say, well, how do you put those colours together? And generally it's just spur of the moment, it's the mood I'm feeling. I'm feeling very orangey. I've got this brand new dress, blue, my corduroy dress. Love corduroy. I know it's so passé, isn't it? Who cares? Right, so I'm feeling inspired. I've got this rusty, it's actually a very it's like a brick orange, and I just absolutely love it. It's so comfy to wear. So when I was, I think definitely influenced my colour choices this morning when I was looking on my board to see what I wanted to do, and I dyed up some wool over the weekend in oranges and maroons and teals and things like that, and it just seemed to be the mood that I was in. So I've done a blue bat with slight purple hints, and I think it's got teals in there. I'm not going to go and grab it. I was going to, but I'm not going to. But then I've made this as well today. Now, isn't that divine? Yeah. So it's a colourway based on mostly maroons, purples. So that's just the dye. It's split in the pot. But sometimes they're the best ones to actually do blending with, so that when you're knitting it up or spinning the fibres, you end up with loads of different tones of a colour that you didn't originally set out to start. But at the end of the day, it's not a mistake. It's something that's going to make your yarn look really, really pretty. Or if you use them as bats for felting, then you've got loads of different tones already in there in the bat, compared to what you thought you were going to get. You're not getting solid colours, you're getting variations of a tone, which is really the underlying pigments of the dyes. So what else have I got? Just move this one out of the way. I'll show you that one in a minute. So I'm going to show you two today. So I've got this one as well. This is actually from a custom order, and I had some roving left over. A custom order for a hand spun yarn for an artist. So I had some of that left over, and then I've got this dusky rose, nearly the same colour as my dress. And then, believe it or not, some hot pink. This is going in there. It will hope you enjoyed that section. It's turned out really, really pretty. It's amazing the colours that have come out of that. There was hints of pinks, and what amazes me as well, whenever I'm blending, I could have the exact same amount of fibre for both those bats and they'll both come out looking completely different from each other. No matter, even if I do it the exact same layout, the same way, the same rhythm, it always comes out looking different. So anyway, this one has turned out amazing. This was inspired by a picture I found of Californian poppies in a field or in a meadow, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. And they have the different colours of oranges and yellows, and some of them with like reds in there as well, and hints of white because there's that pale yellow as well in there. So that's what this is inspired by. Now this ended up being an accident. I did originally blend it, and then I realised at the last minute, as I'm taking it off the picarder, as you do, that I'd forgot to add in my banana fibre and the rest of the mulberry and the sari silk, which I wanted to do to top it off at the end. So I ended up, well, I'll show you how I did it anyway, but I ended up carding this twice through the carder. So if you ever make a mistake and you really want to include certain fibres, sometimes it is just worthwhile to do it twice and go through the thingy. There's no mistake. Sometimes it's a really good, it's a really happy mistake, and it's ended up with these fibres blending in there. Can you see that? A lot more than they were to start with. There are more distinct separations of colours. Now they completely blend into each other as well, and the green that I added in there doesn't stand out, isn't in your face as much as what it was to start with. So I've ended up, my bracelet keeps getting caught in the back. Right, so I've ended up using this wool that I dyed up the other day. So that one there is merino, and this is American top. South American top, so it's a luxury, so they've got really nice bounce in there, but they're still really soft, and they're soft to the skin, so you can wear this. This one as well, this one is a Corriedale. No, that's not, that's an American top as well, so the different tones in that, in a different orange. And then I've got some merino with tussar silk in there. And then I've got this one here that's got stellina, a merino and a viscose in that. Then I've got the old merino glitz, which is like an emerald green or tealy green. And I've got some lime Angelina. I'll just put that to one side so I don't keep knocking it. And I've got these gorgeous pineapple fibres, really silky soft, really pretty. And then the wildflower sari silk. This is my favourite. Out of all the sari silks that I can get my hands on, this is my favourite one. So I'll get on with this. I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you at the end. can see there, originally when I took it off, it was really blocky colours on there. So when I realised, that moment dawned on me that I forgot to add in the rest of these fibres. See, even we make mistakes. I thought, oh, why don't I just double card it? So that's the back of it. Now there are 3 colours on there. So what I ended up doing, just stripping it into 3 sections, roughly where the main colours were. So like most of that is dark orange. And then the other one was the lighter orange going into yellow. So I split that as evenly as I could down the middle. Oh, no, I want a bit more than that. And then I put them in the same order as what I'd blended them originally. And then I just broke into 2 sections and then drafted it out into one big long piece. Da, 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 da. So one big long draft of fibre. There we go. And then put that back through the carder again. And it meant that the fibres actually blended in a bit more, weren't so obtrusive and in your face as what they were beforehand. Come a bit, I suppose the word I'm looking for is more muted. I'll just draft that out a little bit more, just so it's not so chunky as it goes into the carder. You see that now? How much better does that look? So then I did it with the second one as well. That had the lighter orange going into the yellow and a hint of the orange on the other side. So I just want to draft that out as much as possible without ending up with major clumpy bits or thin bits. Just keep going. And another one, and another one. And then stick that back on the boat. Right in the middle. There we go, you can see those colours now. I just want to draft that out a little bit, it's starting to clump a little bit and gather as it's feeding through. There we go. So I'll just plonk you down there. And then the same with the yellow section. Just draft that out a bit. Oh, a bit much. A bit more. A bit more. Keep drafting it out till you get to the end. I mean, you can always draft it. You should see me doing that then a minute ago. You can always draft it out a little bit once it's on the actual card. I'll just leave that last bit because it's a really skinny piece here. So I'm just going to stick that in for this side. And you can see those lighter tones now going on the board and the card. That's in my hand. You can feel that chunking up there. A bit more. A bit more. Just pull up this last bit. Just to make it a bit thinner as I'm carding it on to the cloth. So I'll just carry on with the next bit. it's Californian poppies. So it is a lot more darker. The light, I can never quite get the light right in here. So yeah, it's nice rich oranges and into a gradient spin. But because I've ended up double carding that, the fibres now are more blended together. So you'll end up with more of an even graduation through your colours, which makes for a perfect spinning up. And you could split that into sections and do a fractal spin from this. You can do a barber pole effect, or you can just spin straight from your strips that you've drafted out and made into little nests and just spin as you go. I mean, you don't have to do it any type of way, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I really, really love it, and I'm so tempted to keep it for myself. So I hope you find that information useful. Oh, and another thing, because I've used mulberry silk and plant fibres, sometimes when you're carding them through your drum carder, they clump together when you go to spin it later on. And by doing that double carded method, it means that those fibres are more evenly distributed throughout the fibre instead of being clumped up in one section. And it means as well that the Angelina that I put in there is all the way through now, not just on the top surface of the actual bat. So there we go, finally finished. So I hope you enjoyed that and found it useful. Another way for you to use your bats up. I mean, you could do that double carding method with a bat that you've got yourself at home and you're not quite happy with it. Maybe it's, as I said earlier on, it's too blocky in the colours and you just want to meet those tones down together and make them more blended is the word I'm looking for, more contrasted into each other instead of I'm here and that's me. So yeah, you want them to flow more than just have the colours identified within your bat. And it's a method that I do like to do, and I do this sometimes, but I definitely don't do it half as much as I probably think I should do. But hey ho, if it says it's double carded, it's definitely double carded. You've seen me do it. Take care. Have a lovely week. Hopefully I can do another video later on in the week. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do, just in case I change my mind. And don't forget live chat on Saturday over my Instagram account. But if you miss it, don't worry, I always upload them onto my YouTube channel anyway. You take care of yourself. Have a lovely week. Be creative. Bye.